Welcome back to my channel, Glitter Babes. Today I'll be creating an entryway table. First, I'll be starting off with 2 pieces of plywood 36 by 12 inches. One will be for the bottom of the table and one will be for the top. I'll now be connecting this 2 by 2 to the board. Next, I'll be drilling in the second one. For the front of the table, I'll be screwing in the pieces of wood 2 inches back. And I'm doing this so my 2 by 4s can fit perfectly. I then turned the table upside down and placed the other piece of plywood, and I then added the screws. And remember, I still left the 2 inches on one side of the table so that my 2 by 4s will fit in. And now I'm going to start screwing in my 2 by 4s. And I'm using a total of 20 2 by 4s. Some of them are 8 inches, some of them are 11 inch, and some of them are 14. And the pattern I chose was 14 inches, then 11 inches, and then 8 inches. And I am screwing in 1 screw at the moment, and then I will go back and screw in more. And it may seem like the 2 by 4s are pulling in a lot of weight, but that won't be the case if everything is screwed in properly. After that was done, I went back in with my screws and I made sure each 2 by 4 was secure. After the top was finished, I flipped the table upside down and I did the other side. And for this side, I did the pattern of the 2 by 4s backwards. So I did the 8 inch, then the 11 inch, and then 14 inch. And to make sure the 2 by 4s were secure, I took these screws and screwed them into each one. And I also did the ones on the bottom the same way. And now that the table is complete, I am going to take it outside and spray paint it silver. I had some of these decorative fillers left over from another project, so I'm going to be using these. So all I'm doing is taking my Modpodg and I'm covering the 2 by 4s with it and then going back over with this decorative crushed glass. And this glass came from Michael's. But like I said in a bunch of my other videos, I use Dollar Tree rocks to make my glitter rocks, and that is way cheaper than this. So I will also link that in the description box below if you are interested. And if you're interested in not seeing the lines from the 2 by 4, you can always use wood glue to fill in the gaps, or you can use caulk. After it dried, I went in with a second coat of Modpodg, and I'm going to put in more mirror rocks. After it dried, I cut strips from my metallic poster board, and I'm going to be using that as a trim. And I'm using the poster board to create creases. After everything is folded, I am now going to go back with my hot glue and glue everything down. And I'm going to do the same thing for the top. After I was done with that, I took a foam board and covered it with my metallic poster board, and I cut it to fit the side. And I'm also going to do the other side the same way. And as you can see, I added one more piece of wood to secure the 2x4s. I then turned the table on its side, and I'm going to use my Gorilla Glue to glue down my mirrors. After I completed this side, I turned the table over and did the other side. And I also put down a blanket to make sure the glass didn't break. The last thing I did was sit the table back up, and I added 3 more mirrors to the top. And as a final touch, I added these mosaic tiles that I got from Amazon. And on the side, you can see that I added the 2-inch mirror squares. This project was so fun to make. I loved every minute of it. Thank you all for watching. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and follow me on Instagram. And please stay safe out there, and see you next time.